Hey there, boys and girls. Miss Ross here, and we are going to do another Ready lesson in your Ready reading book. So if you would like to pause the video and go get your Ready book and turn to page 14. Once you return, please restart the video. Okay, so our passage today is called Termite Mounds by Madeline Clark. Termites are insects that live together in nests. Some termites are called mound builders. They build their nests from mounds of clay. Some of these mounds are more like towers. They stand almost 35 feet tall. Mound builders are found in Africa and Australia. They are also in parts of South America. Other animals in these areas use termite mounds too. Some wait until the termites move away. Others ignore the termites and use the mound anyway. Termite mounds are usually the highest place around. Cheetahs often use the mound as a lookout point. They climb up to the top of the mound. There, they can keep an eye out for their next meal. Sometimes the termites move on to a new nest. That's good news for many of the other animals. These animals know how to put an empty termite mound to good use. Some animals make the empty nest their new home. Mongooses are small animals in Africa. They make a hole in the mound to get inside. The termite mound keeps them safe from other animals. Snakes also use an empty termite mound as a home. Termite mounds also come in handy for large animals. Elephants and rhinos use them as scratching posts. Bug bites and dry mud can make any creature itchy. These large animals stand near a mound and rub against them. Sometimes they even stand over a mound to scratch their bellies. All right, so if we go to our next page on page 15, you're going to see that you have a couple of questions. We're going to answer these questions based on what the passage says. So number 1 says, this question has 2 parts. Answer part A, then answer part B. So part A says, why do cheetahs climb up termite mounds? If we go back to our passage, if we look around paragraph 3, it starts to talk about cheetahs and termite mounds. So I know that my answer is probably going to be in paragraph 3. My answer choices are A, they can see farther to find animals to hunt. B, they can sleep safely on top of the termite mounds. C, they use termite mounds as scratching posts. And D, they can call to each other more easily. So again, we're trying to figure out, why do cheetahs climb up termite mounds? So if I go back to that paragraph 3 and read it, it says termite mounds are usually the highest place around. Cheetahs often use the mound as a lookout point. Do you see that right there? As a lookout point. They climb to the top of the mound, and there they can keep an eye out for their next meal. So if I go back to that question, why do cheetahs climb up the termite mounds? Which letter do you think it would be? A, B, C, or D? That's right. It would be A. So you're going to drag and drop. I'm going to drag and drop. You're going to use your pencil. And you're going to circle letter A. That is correct. They climb up the termite mound so they can see further to find animals to hunt. So then part B says, which sentence from the passage best supports the answer you chose for part A above? So our answer choices are A, other animals in these areas use termite mounds too. B, there they keep an eye out for their next meal. C, some animals make the empty nest their new home. Or D, others ignore the termites and use the mound anyway. So again, I'm trying to find which one of these supports my answer for A. So they climb up to the termite mound so they can see farther to find animals to hunt. Why would they do that? They climb to the top of the mound. There, they keep an eye out for their next meal. Okay, so if I go back to my answer choices, which one of these answer choices do you think would be the correct answer? You got it. Yes. The correct answer would be B. There, they keep an eye out for their next meal. So that's a key detail that supports why cheetahs climb up termite mounds. And the last question, number 3. Which question can be answered by reading paragraph 5? So that tells me I need to go back and reread paragraph 5 in just a moment. But my answer choices are: how tall is a termite mound? Why do mongooses move into termite mounds? C. What large animals use termite mounds? Or D. What animals are mound builders? So again, I'm going to go back to paragraph 5, and I'm going to figure out which question could be answered. So is it about how tall they are? Is it about why mongooses move into the termite mounds? Is it about large animals? Or is it about what animals are mound builders? So I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at paragraph 5, and I'm going to reread it. Some animals make the empty nest their new home. Mongooses are small animals in Africa. They make a hole in the mound to get inside. The termite mound keeps them safe from other animals. And snakes also use the empty termite mound as a home. So if I go back to here, which one of these do you think would answer that question? Yes, that's correct. The answer would be B. Why do mongooses move into termite mounds? Because if I look at the paragraph again, it says, mongooses are small animals in Africa. They make a hole in the mound to get inside. So it's telling me what they're doing and why they do it. Excellent job. Okay, and lastly, if you will turn to page 17, you're going to see that there is a short response for termite mounds. Our short response asks the question, why are termite mounds important to so many animals? Include details from the passage in your response. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do anytime that I answer a short response question is I'm going to restate the question. So I'm going to start with, termite mounds are important to so many animals because those animals use them for many purposes. We learned that in our passage. In the passage, it says, and this is where I'm going to include my details from the passage. In the passage, it says, termites use them as homes. And do you remember the cheetahs? What did the cheetahs use them for? Yes, cheetahs use them as lookout points to find, yes, their food, to find food. Excellent. The smaller animals, small animals such as the mongoose, use them for, you remember what they use them for? Yes, for safe homes. And lastly, the large animals. Large animals use them for, do you remember what the large animals use them for? Right, for scratching posts. Remember, all the mud and things can make them itchy. So they use them for scratching posts. Okay. So if I look down here at the bottom, it says check your writing. Did you read the prompt carefully? We sure did. Did you put the prompt in your own words? Yes. Did you use the best evidence from the text to support your ideas? We did. If we were to look at these details that I wrote out here, we will see that they were in the passage. So you want to make sure you're using details from the passage. So for example, with the cheetahs, there's their lookout point. The small animals, such as the mongoose, to keep them safe from other animals. The large animals, remember they use those as scratching post. All right. And then it says, are your ideas clearly organized? I think so. Did you write in clear and complete sentences? That's very important. You always want to make sure that you're using nice, complete sentences with at least 4 to 5 words in each sentence. And the last one, did you check your spelling and punctuation? It's always important to go back. Make sure that you have spelt things correctly or to the best that you know how. And to check and make sure that you have the correct punctuation. Is it a question or is it a statement? And make sure you have a period or question mark or explanation at the end of every sentence. All right, guys, you did an excellent job today. Thanks for working so hard with me.